You can hang this up like this or like this. Hey guys, Brad here, and today we're going to be taking a look at Dewalt's new 20 volt max corded and cordless fan. This thing is a pretty cool tool if you need portability with your fan. For me, I do, and that's why I picked this thing up. And it's really great if you've got floods, if you're just trying to dry something off, if you need to move some air around. This just a really nice little fan to have. Some specs on this: it's 11 inches wide. It is corded or cordless. It roughly costs about 120 bucks Canadian. You might be able to find it a little bit cheaper than that. At the max speed, because it is variable, it's pushing about 500 CFM. And it's got 3 blades in it, weighs about 6.7 pounds, and it's IP54 rated. So don't be putting this out in the rain, okay? So let's take a closer look at it. Down here, we've got this section where we can put our battery, but behind it is where you plug in your extension cord. So this can flip down, and that's where you plug in. Okay, it's just a 2-prong, not a 3. And you can plug right in there, and you can run this all day long, no problem at all. This is your on-off switch as well as your variable speed. Okay. Nice little switch. It's got a bit of rubber overmold on it. And when we flip it around and look on the bottom, we've got a mount area here where we can put a 1/4 inch or 5/8 tripod. We've also got 4 areas right here. If we want to mount this onto a wall or a table or something like that, you can just put some screws in and slide this right in, no problem. This also has a way of clipping onto wood. So I'll just grab a 2x4 here, and let's say you want to stick this up in the ceiling. If you're working, framing or whatever, you can hang this up like this or like this. You can adjust the fan. If you just want to make a bracket for it, you can do whatever you want. This has lots of versatility to it. So well done, Dewalt. I really like that. It has these rubber bumpers on the back just to kind of keep it from vibrating against this block of wood. So let's take a look at it. Let's turn it on. The one thing that I'm really happy with is that the fact that you can plug this in. I think Dewalt nailed it with that. You don't want to just be relying on batteries. I wish they would do that with more of their tools, or if they would just come out with, a battery like this size where you could plug into it and it would just adapt the tool. I think Dewalt really needs to do something like that. So does Milwaukee. I know they have them for the larger tools like Dewalt's chop saw. You can run that on a corded or cordless with the FlexVolt, but their table saw you can't. And to me, it just doesn't make any sense why you'd have tools like that are running on flexible batteries, but you don't have the option to plug them in. So I was really happy to see that you could plug this fan in. And I'm sure a lot of guys out there feel the same way. So to turn this on, just give it a little click. And this is full bore right there. So that's 500 CFM. I kind of thought fan this size, being 11 inches, I really thought it would be spinning a lot faster than that and pumping out a little bit more air. So I am a little bit disappointed with the amount of airflow that this thing's given off. But it is very handy to have. You're not going to dry out a whole basement, flooded basement with one of these things. For that, you really want a proper air mover. But if you're just, working on in a house or whatever and it's really hot, this might be nice to have. Or if you're cutting and you want to set this up near your chop saw and you've got a vacuum system but the dust is just blowing in your face, you could set this up just to create a little bit of airflow to blow it away from you. And that's sort of why I bought this. When we're mixing concrete sometimes, even though we're all masked up, when the wind is just blowing around or there's no wind, it's nice to have some airflow just to get that dust out of our face. So that's the main reason why we picked this up. It's just to keep that concrete dust out of our face so we can see what we're doing when we're loading the mixer. So pretty handy fan. I do recommend it. It's very, very well built. It seems really, really solid. I'm pretty impressed with it. The range of motion, you know, is really, really nice. Good range of motion. And the price point is excellent for like 120 bucks. You can't beat it, really. I mean, especially because you can plug this thing in. All right, guys, make sure you subscribe, hit that notify bell, and give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Till next time, keep on crushing it. We'll catch you later.